Hi guys, it's Jenny with Curators. It is June 29th and today we have the Heavy Metal Forge happening. It has not gone live yet. I assume that is because I am on East Coast time and usually they start things West Coast time. I don't know exactly what time it is going to go live, but I wanted to do just a quick overview of the Heavy Metal Forge. Bored Ape Yacht Club is at Bored Ape YC on Twitter. You can kind of look at some of their recent tweets to get a really good overview. They did a nice trailer to kind of get people excited. Then they did, oh look, just 7 minutes ago, the Forge opens in 1 hour. So that'll be exciting. I'm sure you'll see all kinds of videos about the Forge once it actually goes live. So I'm going to hurry up and try to get this out there. But at any rate, if you scroll down, they did 2 explainer videos on YouTube. The first one is kind of all about the Heavy Metal Forge explainer video gameplay. And the second one is about the leaderboard for Heavy Metal Forge. So essentially voting is actually going to be important in this Forge experience. And they kind of go through that in terms of how you can upvote and apparently also downvote, which is kind of scary to me. But you should watch that video if you get a chance. So again, go to @BoredApeYC on Twitter and you can click through those. I think they're like 4 minutes each, 3 or 4 minutes. Not bad. And then also they posted a link to the official rules. So you have a really in-depth game guide to the Heavy Metal Forge here at this HV-MTL.com/forge-game-guide. And it says # categories or hashtag categories. I don't know, however, whatever generation you're from, how you read that out loud. But anyways, the base website is hv-mtl.com. Again, go to the official Twitter to get any links and make sure you're going to the correct link. I know when we get excited, it's really easy to accidentally click on scam links and you don't want to do that. So make sure you're verifying all your links. If you do go to this guide, it's going to talk a little bit, like a brief overview about what the game is going to be. So it says Heavy Metal Forge is a game that starts as a mix between a pet game and a casual world builder and ends as a competitive dungeon crawler. So looking at the preview videos for the Heavy Metal Forge, I was thinking, okay, this kind of has Polytopia vibes. That's interesting. And then you actually have to pet your heavy metal item and keep its mood happy. So that's sort of maybe more like a pet game. And then it's going to end as a competitive dungeon crawler. So I think that there's a point where you'll have to be battling bosses, not for a while, not till near the end, but maybe that's more like a Diablo 4. I'm thinking that that's more like a Diablo type game than a Metroidvania game, but maybe somebody that's a really hardcore gamer could jump in and just answer that question, because that's a question that I posed to the Twitter community earlier. At any rate, there are 6 seasons of this Heavy Metal Forge. You're supposed to get something called an amp, I think, at the end of each season. So if you participate, you should get that amp. You need to have 3 amps at least to get to the next level. And I think that next level would kind of open up at the end of 3 seasons. So there's really in-depth instructions in this guide, and I don't want to read it to you guys word for word and have you be upset because I didn't cover something and you missed kind of understanding what to do. So I really think that if you are participating in the Heavy Metal Forge, going to this site and just kind of reading through it would be helpful to you and your gameplay. So when they open up the Forge, it looks like basically we're going to be kind of, and you can see this from the picture here, adding on tiles, and you're supposed to connect your home base to a nearest portal with tiles. Apparently, we also get some type of bonus energy pack, and they recommend that you don't use that energy pack bonus until after you get at least that first portal connected. So there's all kinds of explanations of how you get points, how you do different tiles, how you keep your heavy metal happy. Apparently, these heavy metals actually poop on the tiles and you have to clean them off as well. So it seems like to clean the tiles, you're just clicking on it. To keep the heavy metal happy by petting it, you're just petting it. You're also supposed to like put him to sleep sometimes and, you know, take care of it like you would a pet. Take care of the tiles like you would a house. And basically make sure it has a nice living environment. And your whole goal is to, I think, have a lot of energy and get good upvotes from the community so that you place higher on the leaderboard and maybe your amp. I think there's different rarities of the different types of amps that you are able to get. So probably based on how many votes you get, you would get higher rarity amps. But you at least have to participate to get the amp to be able to move forward to the next evolution. So make sure that even if it's like a minimum participation level, you log on with your heavy metal and you do some of this building, you spend a little time here. So don't let your heavy metal go to waste. Basically, this whole website, it goes into details of the getting started with the game, taking care of your HV, that's the petting and cleaning up, the gears, voting, and amps. And then just, as we said earlier, the voting is going to start today, June 29th. The whole forge starts today, June 29th, and we're just waiting to see how that is. I will put the links to these two explainer videos in the comments section. Sorry, the text section of the video here. I will put the links to these two official Bored Ape Yacht Club explainer videos so that you can go there and get a better, more detailed explanation. But I don't know if you can tell, I'm really excited. I love games and excited to play another game. This one, it looks like it's maybe, I don't know if I'd say less competitive, but you know, with the Dookie Dash and games like that, it was so much like a Twitch game and just, you know, hand-eye coordination and how fast you were and how fast your screen refresh rate was. This game, I think, is maybe a little bit more skill-based, but also it is going to have something to do with voting, so I guess popularity will play a part in it. But at the same time, somebody that maybe is not as fast as they had to be with Dookie Dash could possibly advance further. So, and then I do think there is some opportunity to use your ApeCoin to buy something called gears, and then those gears will be able to buy some items that you can use to like upgrade your tiles and do different things. Again, read the whole explanation website here, and that will just go into more details. And then I think once you see the Forge launch, you'll actually have more of an idea of like how much ApeCoin you might need to buy those things, but I wouldn't necessarily go into it right away until you have an idea of like what you're looking at and what your goal is. I mean, for me, I'm probably fine just having 3 of the bare minimum amps at the end of the period because I don't know that I'd ever get to a high rarity. So I'm not going to like stress about doing that. But for some of you guys that want to get there, you definitely could consider some of these other ways to boost your characters. Okay, that's it for me for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please take a minute to like and subscribe. Let me know if you are playing the Heavy Metal Forge. Have a great day.